We bought it as a project. It's a 1960s chalet bungalow style house when we bought it. Hadn't been updated since the 60s, but we felt there was scope. It had a nice garden, it's a good location, and we wanted to bring it into a sort of modern use. So we worked with an architect actually that's worked with us here at New London Architecture, a London-based practice called Emrys Architects, who looked at what we could do and brought a design which put greater accommodation upstairs, but meant that we had to add pieces onto the property. The challenges we had with the project and we were concerned about was that there were different substrates that the finish had to be applied to. So there was existing brickwork, existing block work, new block work that had gone into the project, and we needed confidence, if you like, that we would be able to cover all of those surfaces and that there would be no change in the appearance.
In discussion with Nick, he had seen some of our finishes on projects like the Darwin Cocoon, and he liked that very clean, closed surface, which is unlike most of the external render products that are available. But he was keen to have a natural finish rather than a painted exterior to the house. Most of the EWI systems are based on an acrylic finish, which is an acrylic with a fine or coarse grain of sand in the surface, and you end up with quite a rough, sandy texture. What PPX offers is a more polished stone-like finish, or a much more natural stone finish. So you're creating a much cleaner aesthetic, and basically it doesn't look like an insulation system. It gives you a polished stucco-fronted render. So it's fundamentally quite different from all the other EWI systems on the market.
I mean, it's transformed it. We had a rather outdated, rather 1960s looking house, and we now have a very elegant, smooth surface. It's a natural finish, so it's not painted. We went through quite a process again with Duncan of looking at different colours, because what we experienced was actually that although it's a natural finish, we could get exactly the colour that we wanted.
With PPX, there's a lot of creative scope. You can create a stone block effect with what looks like fine block lines in it. You can create almost a travertine finish. We can create sort of more matte or highly polished finishes. It really is down to the client's choice.
We went through a process of a series of tones of white before we get the colour that we wanted. It's a beautiful, clean, polished finish, which just gives a really contemporary feel to the property.